RVBN, The Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles, great professional wrestling video blogs, great sports video blogs, great MBTA video blogs, and a whole lot more. Collection of my work goes back to June of 2014 on various social media websites. RVBN, the only video blog on the internet that matters. Time now is 5:56 in the afternoon in Billerica, Massachusetts. Sunny skies, about 57 degrees. One of the nicest sunny days of the week, but this weekend, Mother's Day, washout. But beginning Tuesday, 70s and 80s, no 90s in the future though. Some news to report on the RVBN Newswire. Patriots quarterback Tom Brady is going to be on the cover of John Madden's 2018 video game. Hopefully this is not a jinx. The Dallas Stars signed Goldie Ben Bishop to a 6-year contract worth $29.5 million. The Stars got his negotiating rights from the Kings last week. And the manhunt in Lowell is over. They found the killer dead in Chelmsford, Massachusetts. And that's about it on news from the RVBN Newswire. Be back in a flash with my second video blog subject of the day, but first hear this. The Iron Claw, famous for the Von Erichs and Baron Von Raschke and Blackjack Mulligan. And Baron Von Raschke's famous quote was, "That's all you need to know." He'll be getting a personality profile video blog in June. RVBN time now is 5:58 in the evening. In the afternoon, I'm back. My second video blog subject of the day for Friday, May 12, 2017 is about the former professional wrestling tag team, the Wild Eyes Southern Boys slash the Young Pistols. They were Tracy Smothers and Steve Armstrong. Tracy and Steve tag teamed for about approximately 5 years in many Southern wrestling territories and in WCW. Tracy and Steve Armstrong first started as a tag team in 1987 in Championship Wrestling from Florida. They dressed wearing bringing the Confederate flag and they were faces. They feuded with tag teams such as the New Breed, Sean Royal and Chris Champion in Championship Wrestling from Florida, and the Sheep Herders, which were Luke and Bush, but they are known as the Bushwhackers, Luke and Bush. Whoa, yeah. And the Southern Boys were like babyface tag teams in the mold of the Fantastics and the Rock and Roll Express and the Midnight Slash Rockers and the other teams. Then when Championship Wrestling from Florida folded in 1987, Tracy and Steve went to Continental and feuded with the Stud Stable for a few years, and then wrestled in small independents in Tennessee and Kentucky. They even wrestled in Memphis for a little bit. In 1990, the Southern Boys went to WCW, and they started a long-running feud with the fabulous Freebirds, Michael P.S.A.'s and Jimmy Jam Garvin. The Southern Boys would always win matches against the fabulous Freebirds, but they got beaten down after the match. One time, they had Bullet Bob Armstrong, Steve's father, in their corner, and they faced off against the Freebirds with Buddy Jack Roberts in their corner, and it was on a Clash of the Champions. It was, they were going to have a 6-man feud with them over six-man tag team title didn't come to be because the writers of WCW said Bob Armstrong and Buddy Jack Roberts were too old to get in a serious feud. The Southern Boys also feuded with the Midnight Express. They were set to have a long-running program with them, but the Midnight Express left WCW. In early 1991, the Southern Boys were rebranded as the Young Pistols because WCW is a national company, and Southern Boys just sounded too regional. So they were rebranded as the Young Pistols. They wore cowboy hats. And they continued their feud with the Fabulous Freebirds. They had a match for the vacant U.S. Tag Team titles at Super Brawl 1. A mass wrestler called Fantasia interfered, which was rebranded as Bad Street. And that mass wrestler, was actually Brad Armstrong, Steve's brother, and the Freebirds and Young Pistols continued their long feud throughout the summer of 1991. Young Pistols won all the time by disqualification. Eventually, the Young Pistols turned heel, and they feuded with the face tag teams of WCW, and they actually captured the WCW United States Tag Team Championships in November of 1991 by beating the Patriot, Firebreaker, Chip, and Todd Champion. But the U.S. Tag Team title was a throwaway title at this point, and they held it for about a month before they lost it to a makeshift tag team then with Ron Simmons and Big Josh. Soon afterwards, Steve Armstrong was fired by WCW, and Tracy Smothers continued to work WCW for several months, but he was a jobber to the Stars, which was not good at all. He was getting some money, but being jobbed up wasn't great. And then they left. Tracy left, and like Scott Armstrong became Lance Cassidy in WWE for a time being 1992, and Tracy Smothers went to SMW to become one of the famous top wrestlers there for many years. Tracy Smothers then went to WWE under the name Freddie Joe Floyd, and it was a knockoff for like Jack Briscoe, because Freddie Joe was Jack Briscoe's real first name. The Southern Boys actually were reunited for a time being in 2000 in Ohio Valley Wrestling, but they were to put over the up-and-coming tag teams in OVW, which was a developmental territory of WWE. The Southern Boys / Young Pistols were a pretty decent tag team. They never got a run at WCW World Tag Team Champions. They would have made good WCW Tag Team Champions. And that's about it on the Southern Boys / Young Pistols. I'll be back with the third and final video blog of the night tonight, which will be about the top 10 NHL coaches of all time never to win a Stanley Cup. Keep calm, everybody. I'm Julie Bunny, Guy Molly, Roseblood, WCCO, Oxan's Nice Legs, Elizabeth Hart, so stunning, she's best. Amy Sweezy's awesome. Amy Linda Church of WPIX channel of New York has such rocking cool. It's got the best legs in New York City. Bob Gibbs of ABC 11 Sweet Southern accent, best legs in Raleigh, North Carolina. And Lisa Bell of News 6, Orlando, Florida, has the fourth best legs in Orlando, Florida. And in the world, Sean Lucha, get out. Bye.